Okay, yes, okay. Okay, I'm still going with my hunch that it might be Winamp. Okay, it's on. I hope people come back to this one. Okay. I turned a thing off and I hope it now will not crash. If it now doesn't crash, then I know what the issue is. Yes, I made- again, I'm sorry, I just have to like make a new stream event whenever my fucking OBS freezes. Like, it doesn't allow me to reuse the other fucking live stream. I'm getting so tired, like... What's going on? OBS is being a massive bitch, and this is also why I haven't been able to stream for a fair few weeks, because last time I tried streaming, it kept crashing multiple times, and I had to recreate, like, live streams, and I just got so tired that I was like, ugh. Jeez. So I'm just hoping everything keeps working. My hunch is that, like, it might be something Winamp related, because that's the only thing that I remember adding, like, as a new overlay thing. I don't know why that would cause any issues, but either way. Again, it's not my computer. It's not that my computer cannot run all of this, it's just, I think, some weird fucking bug between maybe Winamp and OBS that's happening. I don't know. Anyway, can I please still adjust the position of my music player? Please? Let's put it there. Yes. Okay, because again, I'm just too fucking scared to add any fancy things to the music player overlay, because there's very cool shit I could add. I can add like little, like a music spectrum and the album art of this particular song, but I have a feeling that that may be causing issues, and I don't know why. But anyway, so far so good. We're 2.5 minutes in. OBS hasn't crashed. I actually did downgrade my OBS to like an older version, thinking that that might be the issue, but apparently not. Because it crashed again now, so let's pray. Let's fucking pray to OBS gods that it'll remain working. Anyway, hello. It's been ages since I did a proper Tuki stream. Let's hope everything will go fine now. I even closed the window in Winamp that was maybe causing issues. So, yes. Use Avatar's quite big ventriloquist, yeah! Oh my god. Again, thank you guys for the prayers, the hopefully, that once we pray all to the OBS gods, maybe it'll keep the thing alive. Good afternoon, how are you? A little frustrated. OBS just crashed, like legit 30 seconds into the stream just earlier, so I had to create a new stream event. My god. But so far so good. I can click in things in OBS, and OBS doesn't decide to shit itself, so that's a good sign. Having some issues. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I have a hunch on what the issue might be, and I hope I'm correct, because in that case I will have weeded it out now, but we shall see. But yeah, for now we're just vibing in the main room. I'm gonna quickly light my candle. My matchbox. Come on. Yeah, fire. Pyromaniac. Let me light my fucking curtains on fire. Yeah. I got a double notification. Hopefully it wasn't dead. Now that I get, so far it's running, but yeah, like just keep in mind, if I do decide, if to crash, if OBS decides to crash, please keep an eye out on like any new live streams that happen, because unfortunately I cannot restart live streams once my OBS crashes. Like, it forces me to create a new event. But yeah, again, it's been a while since I did a proper Tuki stream, so hello everyone. I don't know how much shit got added to Tuki since I last played. Again, like, I properly played maybe, like, what? A month ago? OBS Sniper shutting down every stream coming from the Netherlands. Yes. It sure has been a while. I mean, there's a reason for that, because, again, I have Fnui stories. I have Fnui VR chat stories, but I will save those for once we get to chillin'. Again, I kind of do want to try and stream more frequently from now on. It's just that I'm like, I also want to be able to stream other things beyond just Tuki and beyond just drawing, because usually in the evening I'm not really in the mood for drawing, so I'm like, what else to do? I mean, there's also Toho, but like I can only really struggle with Toho for maybe like half an hour to an hour max, and then I'm burnt out. Also, no, I don't like this song. Boo. No. Oh wait, what do you mean you're not full volume? Where's the full volume key? Oh, that's that one. F11. There we go. Oh yeah, other Yume fan game. See, I want to stream Collective Unconscious more frequent, but for whatever reason, like, the FPS on my PC just goes down so hard when I try to stream that game, which is just so weird, because I'm like, bitch, it's not that graphic intensive, why? PC, why are you struggling? Stardew? I mean, oh fuck, it's been like 2 years, 3 years since I last played Stardew. Anyway, what do we have for, oh hey, what the fuck, that's new. Toggle location tracking. Oh, that's new. No, I don't like this one. Did you continue Omori? No, I haven't continued Omori since last. I probably should just buy the game myself. Or, I know a friend of mine offered to, like, hey, if you want, you can just use my Steam library. I have Omori, so maybe I might do that. And then maybe I could play Omori on stream, if people would find that interesting. Because to be fair, like, the enemies in Omori are very cute. All the bunnies. Crossing Forest, Streetlight Garden, Wintry Cliffs. And then this is, no clue where this is. Alright. I'd say let's just do the dailies first. So, Crossing Forest, then Streetlight Garden, Wintry Cliff, and then, Vending Machine? So let's, do that. Let's go, Crossing Forest. Also, I noticed the fucking audio on here is not on. Yo. Why is the Tuki audio not working? Do I have it muted somewhere? One sec. Sounds. No. Where's my volume mixer? Because I'm not hearing any Tuki noises. What the fuck? Okay, one sec. Why am I not hearing anything? It's broken! Oh no! The audio! It's broken! Is this just on my end? Because I'm like, bitch, I have the sounds enabled. But I'm not hearing anything. What? I don't think this is OBS. I don't think OBS is the one at fault here. Can you please leave your playlist maybe instead of Tuki? I can also do that, I guess. It's just weird how, like, none of the Tuki sounds are working. I don't know if this is a bug. Or... Oh, hey, dang. Save frequency. Did I miss the stream again? Again, hold up. Again, I have my music turned off, by the way. Just I'm trying to figure out, like, if this is my end? Okay, you know what, for now I'll just leave my audio playing, my music, and then we can figure out the audio issue later. If you guys don't mind. Okay. Anyway, where the fuck do we go? Again, just asking, but like, is the audio working for you guys? Like, on your end? In Tuki? Because, again, for whatever reason in mine it's not working. But it could also maybe be because I use Wino desktop. Like the desktop client, so maybe that's to blame? Who knows? Oh. Oh, this is crossing us. Oh. Oh, fun. Is that a chaser? Are you a chaser? Cool. Anyway, this is the first thingy, so I can hear the music. Oh no, I'm talking about the in-game Yume Tuki audio, because on my end it's just not playing, even though I have the sounds enabled over here. Like, music volume is to max. This is max. But for whatever reason, I'm not hearing anything. So I'm not hearing Tuki audio. Like, also, like, on your end? Okay, because in that case, it's probably just, like, a bug with the game. In that case, let's go boom, boom, boom. Anyway, music again. Next one. Nah, I can just music in your voice. No, I mean, like, if you are currently, like, in Yume Tuki, if you're in-game tagging along with me, do you hear any Yume Tuki audio on your end when you're playing? Because again, for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to work on my end. I don't know if it's just a glitch, if it's because of the desktop client that I'm using, or if this is some weird fucky shit. I prefer it that way. Okay. Again, if you guys prefer just having my music playlist playing instead of Tuki audio. Again, the only downside I find is that I cannot, like, enable the player sound, so you don't hear, like, the awooing and the bike noises. Because then it almost seems like, oh my gosh, my music is integrated into the world. Bad startup, maybe needs to restart. I can try later, like maybe once we get to chilling, I'll give Wino a restart, see if that helps. Indeed, could be something that failed to run. Okay, now where? Arukaria. Don't touch it, you're going to break the stream. I mean, so far so good. Again, my spidey senses say that it probably was Winamp. Can you wait for a bit? I don't know if my friend's AFK or not. Oh, sorry! We're currently in the Drains Theater. We can wait here for a little bit if you want. Again, unfortunately, no awooing being picked up. A woo train. Unfortunately, I cannot participate in a woo train because well, I can, but I can't hear it. My game is so freezing. Oh no! Headbanging. I wish there was like a Tuki animation. There was like an effect that could make Uro good, like, bop her head. I mean, I guess if you sit on the bench, then you can, like, bop your head, going, like, with the music. That would be cool. We really need to play this with your songs. Do you have any? I mean, unfortunately, this is a local playlist that I have stored on my PC. So, if you want to, like, keep track of, like, any songs that you like, I actually have my, Last FM linked in the description, which essentially shows you, like, an entire list of, like, whatever songs you just played, on my computer, so... Yeah, but no Spotify playlist, nothing like that, because I'm boomer. I don't do Spotify. I do local MP3s. What about your cringe playlist? Oh, I have that, but like, if I do that, then the stream will get auto-blocked all across the world, because it's like, very, like, heavily copyrighted, it's heavily copyrighted music. I could play it for shits and giggles, but then the stream will probably not be rewatchable. I use Bandcamp and third-party players, Lamau. I mean, fair. Hot take, Spotify is mid. I've actually never used Spotify. I mean, the only thing I've ever used Spotify for... Oh wait, are we there? Is the friend here? Yes? Is everybody here now, or not? Like, I've only ever used Spotify to listen to a podcast.
Play with us, Danny.
I don't like this one. Oh god. Oh, spam. Can we go now? My friend's not responding, guess I'll continue without. Yeah, that's probably for the better. Nanimanai, where do we go? People this way. Ooh. Oh, I've not been here before. This is cool. Oh, pumpkin. Oh yeah, I think it is. Okay, you're supposed to interact with the pink thing. Jesus, I've never been to these worlds before. Gumball World. Are we going to Bracken Plains? I have no clue. I think we're doing daily. All the homies are here. Yay! Mountainous Badlands. Oh god, no! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't like the worlds made by this author. I get, just slightly visual, muscle spasms when I see this world. Yeah, I'm sure the author tries their best, but... I'm sorry, but... Oh god, no. Why do we have to go through these worlds? Oh, here? Okay. Streetlight garden, okay. Okay, and now. Oh, was that it? Oh, yep, that was the thingy. Okay, there we go. Doesn't this place have new connections? I don't know. I honestly don't really care. This offer doesn't cook. I'm sure they try their best, but I'm like, dude, like, look, you have 2 tiles, and then, Anyway, yes, back to the Nexus. This world sucks. Yeah, again, I'm sure some people are into Roku 95 world, but not me, Chief, not me. Am I the only one getting some stream stutter? Hello, that's my- you can blame my PC for whatever- I think it's my graphics card being like, oh, this is too heavy for me to properly run. So yeah, the stream stutter is on my end. Anyway, let's go to Wintry Cliffs. Wintry Cliffs next. I'm glad you finally got OBS working. I think, like, I downgraded it. That didn't seem to help. I think it's something related to an, like a little asset thing in Winamp that I think is causing issues because I disabled it. I got rid of it, I minimized it, and now it's, do we use Dreary Drain shortcut? Yeah, let's do that, because, again, I cannot be bothered to go the long route. Yeah, we'll just do the shortcut way, so, I hope people have the shortcuts for this location, and otherwise just stick around here in the Nexus, and, we'll do the vending machine, afterwards. Okay, I don't like this song. Radio! Oh, is this radio, radio, doo-doo. Again, I'm sorry for people who don't have the shortcut. God, the loading screens for again Rio moments. Damn. La da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da. Again, I'm just I'll just say we use all the shortcuts. Oh. Yes, okay. We just use all the shortcuts on this route because I just cannot be bothered to do the long route. Again, I'll try restarting YNO once we get to vibing and seeing if the audio is then fixed. Could be in the like a loading issue. How are you doing, Inari? Doing alright. Could be better. Just some personal related shit happening. But I'm happy that I get to do a Tuki stream again. And that it's running and not that OBS is like, how about I crash? Again, I'm sorry by the way if the puppet involuntarily like bounces around. I think it's just like audio interference. Oh, with this world I never know which tiles you can and can't walk on. Maybe reinstall OBS? No, again, like, OBS is working fine now. I'm pretty sure just... I think there's just some weird incompatibility with, something within Winamp and OBS. Like, for whatever reason, OBS just doesn't like one particular window that I would like to use as, like, accessory on stream, because I was trying to just display the album art whenever, like, a song is on. Because I can trigger that, like, in Winamp to show. But, like, for whatever reason, when I did that, like, sometimes OBS would just randomly crash. So I figured, like, okay, maybe that's the issue? Again, I'm so sorry for the people who don't have the shortcut to, Verdant, Promenade. Verdant Lemonade. Can we get some Toho? Okay, there we go. And kind of a quiet song, but that's alright. Isn't Wintry Cliffs like legit one world before Tomb of Valides? Now that I think about it, is it Tome or Tomb? Fuck, I'm stuck. No. Memorize this happened right after my week-long wintry anthem hyperfixation. Very fair. Again, I don't come here often enough to memorize these paths. Verdant Lemonade. Bismuth World. Again, Bismuth looks so cool. Very funky how nature be doing that. Nature knows some good designs. I passed my exams. Oh yay, congratulations. Okay, I think we're almost there. I think we have to like, we're almost at the bottom. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't exactly have everything to follow all the way through. I mean, that's alright. Maybe I'll try and get the effects necessary some other time. It's not so much about the effects. I think for like these very long routes, it's not so much the effects. It's usually just like the shortcuts. Because in order to go to these worlds, like if you want to go to them from like all the way like from the Nexus, like it's probably going to take like half an hour, if not longer. And like with shortcuts, we can do it in like 15-20 minutes or so. It's just that, unfortunately, in order to unlock the shortcuts, you need to have come here by the long route before. Again, I don't mind maybe doing like a special Tuki stream sometime where it's like, hey, newbie friendly, let's go and unlock all the shortcuts. So people can tag along, or people now have unlocked the shortcuts. How long would it take to unlock the shortcut? Again, there's multiple shortcuts, and some of them are like located very deep, where it's like, oh, it's a dream world that's 10 layers deep, essentially. So it can easily take, again, like I said, maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes. Also wacky clown music, yay. Why did I download this album? A wacky funny music. Can I recommend a game for you to play? Ah, sure, feel free. Again, people have already like recommended that I should play Omori on stream, which I probably will do at some point. Or I hate Forgotten Megalopolis, it's so insane to navigate. I'm gonna grind this game up until 4 AM to get all the shortcuts. Yeah, if you want to unlock all the shortcuts to like the deeper worlds, then holy fuck, yeah, that's probably going to take a couple hours. I mean, again, like for these sorts of like daily expeditions, it would be worth it because we do use a lot of shortcuts with these expeditions, because otherwise they just take way too long. I mean, unless it's like you can unlock multiple shortcuts when taking a long route. For example, say that like the destination is the depths or whatever, then we can easily just do like the whole like long route, because I think you unlock like 2 or 3 shortcuts when doing that. So hey, then you immediately have access to all those. Bowpan of the Teal Lords is a cute 2D game. Ah, I see. Again, there's a fair few games I still gotta play. Like, I've been meaning to play To the Moon as well, which apparently is a very short game, but also extremely sad. So if I play it on stream, be prepared to hear me cry and sob. I heard it's very, very sad. Big sad. I haven't heard of that game in years. Yeah, apparently it's been out for, I don't know how old exactly it is, but apparently it's very good. And it has bunnies, so therefore it's already very good. Oh Jesus, like Forgotten Megalopolis takes so dang long to get through. Yeah, you use Wolf at the bell, please. It'll give you a wallpaper. Yeah, use Wolf at the bell. Otherwise you'll have to come back here if you want to get this wallpaper. This world is so insanely huge. I wish you could just unlock a shortcut for this world. Yeah, this is all still the exact same world. We've been in this world for like the last 5 minutes. I just wish they could like add something so that like you can go from the beginning of the world to like the end point of this world. Like, and warp there instead of having to constantly like navigate through all of this. Because I know some worlds do that are fairly big, that are like mazes, where it's just like, oh wow, you completed the maze once, congrats, now you can just skip it. This is kinda tedious, I'm not gonna lie. Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing well. I mean, stream hasn't crashed yet, so I suppose that means things are going well. Okay, where are we supposed to go? This way? Okay. How are the buns? Buns are doing okay. Did you get a new PC? No I haven't. Again, buns are doing okay, but I'm still like busy medicating Hazel, and I'm currently at a point where I have to give her injections. I have to inject like a particular medication like under her skin every 2 days in order to help her cope with her snot issue. And she doesn't really like that, and I'm also still kind of ass at using needles. Oh, cute. Little shop. Yay, we made it to Wintry Cliffs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Now let's get back to the Nexus and let's do, I'd say go back to the Nexus, let's do, the vending machine. Unless you guys want to go all the way to, the next world, but I kinda don't. Kaboom boom boom. And to be fair, this is a nice song, so, yes. Anyway. Yes, show way to vending machine, please. Something wrong with Hazel? Hazel's just, like, been for the past, I'd say, like, 2, maybe even 3 or 4 months or so. They're probably, like, 3 months at this point, or 4. She's been having, like, snot issues, and initially we thought, like, oh, we can just treat it with some, like, oral medication and, some like nose drops and whatever, but like that just like whenever things were going well with that, whenever I tried decreasing her dosage, the snot would come back. So last week I went to the vet saying like, yo, it's just not working, like I need something heavier, please. So then she suggested like, yeah, like next option we have is to best option that we have now is just giving her injections. Oh wait, where do we go here? Oh shit. Oh hey, hello, Gotmo Gaming. Real question, updates on the backflip. I'm still working on it. I didn't manage to teach Hazel a backflip though. Okay, 91i, where do we go? Sorry, I think we lost you. Unari stream again? Yes. And it still lives. The stream lives. Somehow. Oh fuck. Oopsie. There we go. How old is Hazel? Hazel is, she's currently 6? Right? I think she's 6. Hold up, I need to do math. Yes, no, she's 6. In January, she's turning 7. So honestly, like around age 6, 7 is when they can start developing like more health issues and whatnot. But I hope I can just get this treated and that like her nose just fucking like just stops like having snot issues, because as a result of the constant snot and whatever, the fur on her front paws has unfortunately also like kind of worn off, so she has like just this exposed skin on her front paws, and sometimes it also gets very red and irritated, so I've been trying my best to also like apply cream to that, which I tried in the past before. But unfortunately, because Hazel be like, ah, there's some icky shit on my front paws, let me lick this off. Like, the friction and the of her licking her own paws actually made her skin even more irritated, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll just not apply that stuff. But then I spoke with the vet, and she suggested, like, actually, just apply a layer and then just, like, keep her immobilized for, like, 10 to 15 minutes or so, so that the cream can actually like do its job and get absorbed by the skin. I'm like, okay, time to towel wrap Hazel and just keep her hostage for like 10 to 15 minutes, and she doesn't exactly like that, but I'm like, Hazel, it's for your own good. I was wondering why I wasted your last stream, and then I realized it was 15 minutes due to technical issues. Yeah, at some point I just... Oh, I'm not gonna... Don't use the fucking phone booth. I guess don't use the phone booth or something. What are we supposed to do here? Yeah, I'm too scared to use that phone booth. I don't want it to replace my connection. I don't know. I don't want to do it. Okay, I guess we go back here. My rabbit never minded being held. Oh, Hazel doesn't like being held. It feels like a troll, yeah. Oh, we have to go here. Oh, you have to go underneath. Oh, I see. Wow, crazy hidden vending machine. Num num num. Guys, go underneath the storage shed door. Hold up. There you go. Does Hazel give trouble with the shots? Occasionally. Like, it depends. Like, one time I did it and she didn't even flinch, she didn't even notice, I think. And then other times, like, she does, like, give a little bit of a shock or whatever, but I try my best to, like, not jab her in any, like, muscle or anything. I make sure that I grab a nice thick patch of just, like, loose skin, essentially, and inject it there. Again, it probably doesn't feel great, but at least it's not super painful. But yay, now we have completed all of the funny expeditions. No. No. Yeah, that's a fine song. Okay. Anyway, do we want to vibe already, or do you guys still want to explore some more? How do you say homies in Dutch? I don't know. Maat, mate. De broers. Makkers. Makkeren. No. Vibe. Okay, we vibe. Okay, any suggestions for vibing worlds? Rosa. I mean, that's more like dude or whatever. But yeah, and if anybody has suggestions for a vibing location, something art related. I had a list, but I forgot what it was. Maybe it's like a notepad document made. Depending on the world, I may or may not vibe. I mean, I'm probably just gonna leave the playlist running anyway and not really have the background music. Oh, it was on paper. Anyway, I'd say let's just go back to the Nexus and then we can think about where we want to vibe. Vibe in the dance. Adabana Garden? We could do Adabana Gardens. Though I would probably want to get a mask. Yeah, we can go to Adabana Gardens if you guys want. Wait, can we go to Adabana Gardens with masks? Because otherwise I kind of want to get a mask first. Vaporwave Mall? We can also do Vaporwave Mall. But I would ideally want to get a mask. But first... Nope, you can't. Okay, then... Wait, can we get to Vaporwave Mall with masks? Because I remember we went there before with masks. But like Adabana Garden, probably not, no. Before we make a decision, can we wait for my friend? Sure. In that case... Never mind, they're here with us. Okay. By the way, are you guys fine with just having me play music in the background instead of there being Tuki audio? Because otherwise I will have to restart Tuki. The toilet. Oh, you guys want to go to the magical toilet? Like the fancy fucking toilet? Okay, so where we want to go? Music good. Okay. Aight. In that case, I'd say we go somewhere to toilet with masks. I don't know if you can go there with masks, but I'm going to get a mask anyway. Funny mask. Boo. Yeah, I'm also gonna get a mask. I know there's like a ton of like pseudo masks that they introduced in the past couple months. I just have no fucking clue how you obtain them. Oh yeah, they add- oh, there's one I haven't unlocked? Oh, cool. Oh, but they did add these new ones, and that's cool. Oh yeah, I know the vending machine one. What's this? Oh, hey, this the dude from the- oh, that's from like the funny Japanese table with the blanket. The kotatsu. This dude be looking like Gary from Ebe. But I shall become my good old shadow blob beneath. Yeah, like don't try buying masks with oh, that's the one. Oh, I don't have that one yet. The one that Naniwanai currently has. I still have to unlock that one, but some other time. Was that Plankton? Anyway, you guys want to go to Vaporwave Mall then? Because I think Vaporwave Mall allows for, I should play Eve. You should! Eve is a good game, from what I remember. I'm fast pingy. I'd say like just wait for a bit, because I think there's someone who, yes, there we go. Don't interact with the thing, the dude with an effect equipped, because he will die. I mean, I think it only happens like if you get turned into like an inanimate object. Otherwise you're fine. Okay, that's everybody? How do you choose which mask to wear? Vibes. Again, I know like with a lot of masks you do have to like unlock them by, I guess, just finding the original NPC first. But yeah, I'd say Vaporwave Mall. Unless there's other suggestions for locations we can get to with effects. Yeah, don't equip any effect, then talk to the vendor. Yep, basically, like if you want to have like more choice, then talk without any effects on. Yeah, you have become the vending machine. Again, I remember I've seen people who like they equip the vending machine effect, not the effect, the mask, and then they log out so they don't have a username visible, and then they just go stand somewhere in a random world, in a random location, like, oh my gosh, vending machine! I mean, hey, you also have people like that who just get like a chaser, like a chaser mask, and then they disable their username, and then they go just to like also like a random world, and like once other players enter the world, they just start chasing them. I remember like that happening once. I think it was like in a Nexus world, and I initially like got spooked, and then I was like, wait, but there are no chasers in this world. God dang it, I just got trolled. Oh wait, oh yeah, Vaporwave Mall, it's probably this way, yeah. Again, because I think it was like some Nexus world, and there was like a chaser there. And they started following me, and initially I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck? There's no chasers here, and they're like, oh wait, Hell yeah! And again, I'd say we go all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom to vibe. Oh god, like... I look so out of place. I got the bike again, but that's the only one I remember how to get. Ah, did you lose your entire save file? Ugh. Did you back it up anywhere? Did you export the save file at any point? Because otherwise, just like re-import that, and you'll have your save file from that again. If there's people already vibing here, we're yeeting them off the bench. Oh hell yeah! Again, I think that's the only place you can sit. The bench there. So hold up. Oh, hey, vending machine, hell yeah. Sadly, no bench here, only seats. So, haha, bench for me. We have the golden dolphin in the background. Hell yeah. I'm back, had too much pizza. Oh no! See, what I do is like, if I have pizza left over where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm so full, I just save it, I let it cool down, and then I throw it in the freezer. And then like, at some later point where it's like, okay, I'm not super hungry, okay, I still have like a third of a pizza left. Hell yeah. An NPC trapped me at the wall for a second, now I look like a true vending machine. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, oh yeah, cause like when you have a mask you cannot turn yourself. Oh, that'd be like ideal. I mean, if you want to really commit to the bit, just stay there for like a very long time. And then just like start gaslighting people into thinking like, guys, I found a new vending machine in this world. I don't think it's been documented yet. What the fuck? We do be doing some gaslighting here. Fuck, I pressed shift. No, no longer speedy pingy. This world fucks. Again, like, this world is really, like, it's a vibe. Also, the background music in this world is very nice. Unfortunately, I just cannot turn it on because the audio is busted right for me right now. No, don't do the gaslight. But it'd be funny gaslight. Guys, look at the vending machine. We just do be a little bit toxic. You have to understand that each time food is divided, my family are risking diplomatic incident. Very fair, yeah. See, this is why, like, okay, what you do is like you let your pizza leftover cool down, then you wrap it in like just like foil, or you put it in a bag, and then you just write your name on it so that's claimed by you, and then like once someone else wants to eat it, they can just be like, aha, this was mine. See, my name was on this bag. Now I'm behind the plant. Plant times. Oh god. Oh, my hands are scratched up so insanely much. Thank you, Hazel. She does not like me. I'm pretty sure she bit me like twice today. Again, I never get mad at her because, again, it's just Hazel being Hazel, but I'm like, Hazel, no, that hurts. This cat owner I relate to pets scratching you. Again, Hazel is just, I don't think she'll ever learn to just be calm when it comes to, like, being handled or given medication. Like, she will always, fight. Meanwhile, Mochi, because, I also decided to, defer Mochi a bit today, because holy shit, he is shedding like crazy, and, his fur coat is so thick that I was like, okay, boy, come on, like, let me put you on the bench. Time to get you, deferred. And again, I have like this little, plastic jar that I save all this fur in. Because again, like, I'm like, it's kind of like a waste to just throw away all the fur, especially because like during, springtime, the birds like to use it for their nesting material because it's nice and warm and soft and whatever. So I like to just collect that during shedding seasons, and then like in springtime we'll hang up a little container thingy with a mesh that we put the fur in so that the birds can like pluck it out for their nests and whatnot. I'm gonna go AFK now because I gotta do homework. Good luck with homework. What to draw today? Something Tuki related. Have you ever considered showing the bunnies dancing fruit videos? Dancing fruit videos? I don't think they will care. See, this is one thing, like usually bunnies on the internet will always go crazy for banana. I've tried giving banana to both of them, they really didn't give a fuck. Neither did Fudge back in the day. Fudge was mostly wild for strawberry, and that's about it. You were saying you had relationship problems today. You want to talk about it? You don't have to. I'd rather not. What do you think about Linux? Linux can be good, I guess, like if you just want more privacy or whatever, and you primarily just use your computer for, I don't know, just very basic shit like browsing the internet, doing shit online, or writing Word documents, then I feel Linux can be a viable alternative for Windows, but like just for a lot of other people who have more specific needs. And I guess like if you're like a programmer or whatever, like if you do coding and web dev, then I think you can also use Linux, but if you do anything visual, anything artistic or whatever, then good luck finding any proper like Linux programs for that aren't just like, oh, just use GIMP, because that's just as good as Photoshop. How much was monthly rent when you were in university? I never rented, like I never went in dorms because dorms are way too fucking expensive in the Netherlands, so I just traveled back and forth every single day. I commuted every single day from like my town to university. Any new VR chat stories? Yes, actually. So I haven't really been going into public worlds all that much anymore nowadays because they've just been kind of boring. Like, I believe like a few weeks back, I went into like a public world, like the Great Pug. I visit that like fairly frequent, and I just listen in on like conversations that people are having. And there was this group of people upstairs, and I was like, oh, okay, there's like some conversation going on here. Let me listen in. What are they talking about? I swear the first thing I hear someone say is like, see, and this is why the Jews actually do in fact control blah blah blah. I was like, uh-oh, bye. Oh no. Oh no. Either that or was like, yeah, and black people, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm out of here. No. Goodbye. I'm just here trying to find interesting conversations, and then like, oh, fucking racism, yay, or What are those squiggly Vaporwave mascots? I think this is just like aesthetic floating shit. Oh my god, you encounter far-right people. Yeah, unfortunately they do appear like in VR chat, but they are very much in the minority, luckily. At least schizo VR chat user. Again, most VR chat folk are actually quite progressive. It's just like sometimes you're unlucky to happen to stumble a group of like far-right idiots. And then I'm like, okay, bye. Yeah, unfortunately they do exist. I mean, they were interesting, but I didn't stick around. Like, I just listened in and I heard the words Jew and some racist shit, and then I'm like, okay, I'm out of here, bye. Again, and I've also heard people, like, occasionally where I'm like, oh, this person seems decent, and then they start saying, like, oh yeah, see these trans people? I don't know, and I'm like, uh-oh, transphobe, yay. So yeah, then I was like, you know what? And also, different song, please. Yeah. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should try and see if there's, like, other ways to find, like, people who are, like, fun to talk to. So then I started looking for, like, okay, are there, like, maybe any groups or whatever, like VR chat groups that are specifically for, like, adults and whatever, that just do fun shit or whatnot? Because public worlds are just not gonna cut it anymore. And I browsed a little bit, and the main popular one that pops up is, like, Ancients of VR, I think the group is called. They're essentially like an SFW group that's 18+, and they just organize a bunch of, like, events every single day that you can attend, you can sign up for. Again, the only requirement for the group is that you're 18+, but unfortunately that particular group is very heavily America focused, so a lot of the events take place at like 3 or 4 in the morning for me. So I was like, okay, I can't really do anything here, because I'm not awake at those times. Then I looked a little further, and apparently they have like a sister group called Virtual Relics. And that group is European based, and they actually just host a bunch of events during European evening time. So I was like, oh, cool, cool. You know what? I'm gonna join that group. I'm gonna see. And then, like, I think I lurked in that group for like 2-3 weeks or so and just didn't really join any events because it seemed scary. Then eventually, like, I just published like a little introduction thing. I had some people like reaching out to me like, hey, welcome to the group, blah 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 blah. I was like, okay, you know what, I'll sign up for one of the events, let's see what it was like. And yeah, very cool people, actually, just like very reasonable, just people there who also just want to chill and vibe. Even though, like, I know I was very intimidated by folk and I just barely said anything, but yeah. Fun group, good events. I'm sure you can fix the mute. Again, when I hear that sort of shit, I'm not like... I don't want to go into, like, a fucking debate with these people, these, like, bigots. Like, no. Like, just block them. The Affinity suit does not support, Linux is so stupid to me. Yeah. Have you encountered other Dutch people in VR chat? Oh yeah, plenty. Like, for whatever reason, there's a shit ton of, like, Dutch people in VR chat. I know the group that I'm in, like, which is European based, has a lot of Finnish people as well. Also a fair amount of, like, German folk, a handful of Dutch people, and beyond that it's just, like, various, like, European nationalities. Oh yeah, I don't think I've told this on stream yet, but I actually bought myself a VR headset a couple weeks back. So yay, I actually now can do the VR. Just barely though, cause fuck, I really have to upgrade my graphics card. Any French people in that group? What's it called again? It's called Virtual Relics. I've not really encountered many French people in there, though. Which VR headset did you buy? I just bought a Quest 2, like a used Quest 2 that came with like a third-party head strap, which I was very grateful for. But I still had to like buy another like €100 of additional accessories because, unfortunately, all the shit that comes with the Quest is just kind of garbage quality. And then it was like, it took me like a week to properly set it up because there's just so much bloat that you have to get through, especially because it's meta, so meta is like, welcome, oh, make your Meta Horizons account. I'm like, I'm not gonna use Meta Horizons, but okay. Oh, make an account here, log in there, download the app on your phone, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I just want to use it for my PC. I don't want to play standalone. I just want to use it for PC VR. Blah. What's it like? Again, I've played VR before, but it was like on an HTC Vive, like first generation, so it was kind of ass. This one, again, I say it's a very nice headset, nice resolution, and whatnot. For whatever reason, I'm just blessed, I guess, when it comes to VR, because I get only very light motion sickness, and that's only if I'm in, like, car worlds or something. Like, if I'm seated, and I'm in a car, and I'm driving in, like, a car or some shit, and I'm looking around, that's when I get motion sick. You out here with the GT 480. Again, like, I think, like, whenever I'm just in a world by myself, I think usually I get, like, 30 FPS, and I'm like, oh, that's good. But when it comes to events that I, like, attend where there's multiple people in the world, then it usually drops to, like, 15 to 20 FPS, and luckily, I can still manage that. I'm just like, okay, just don't look around too much, like, don't make too much rapid movements, because then, like, yeah, I probably will get motion sick, but ideally, I'd like to have higher FPS, and I already put on a bunch of settings so that, like, avatars don't get loaded, certain avatars from certain file size get blocked, but even then, like, my PC is like, help! I can't! Oh god, motion sickness with 15 FPS. I don't get any motion sickness with 15 FPS, but then again, I also make sure to, like, not move too much when I have 15 FPS. I would love to use VR, but I can't exactly use it in my room. Stuck in a temporary one. Ah, I see. Again, I'm luckily just fairly resistant to motion sickness when it comes to VR. So yay. Did you get a bad jump scare while using the headset? I know, like, when I first put it on, I think the first world I visited was like a recreation of, like, Nanachi's house from Made in Abyss or whatever, and it had this very steep stairs, this set of stairs, and I remember, like, when I moved the stick, like, to walk and whatever, I was like, ah, fuck, because, like, my avatar, like, just shoots up and whatever. I'm like, ah, fuck, oh, I'm not moving, okay, and it's like, okay, I have to now go down the stairs. Oh god, I have to walk down the stairs, and I was like, ah, this is too steep, and then again my body is just like, ah, I'm gonna fall, and then like, wait, no, I'm not gonna fall. I also would like to get VR sometime, but I really just don't want to use the meta shit. I just wonder if Valve is going to make another VR headset. I mean, I would say, like, the Meta Quest itself, as in, like, hardware, is actually quite good. It's just that, like, there's a shit ton of bloatware on there, and you will have to buy a bunch of accessories, because, again, like, the head strap that comes with it is just a rubber band, and has no support at all. Again, what I also purchased, like, a special link cable that can connect both to your PC as well as take in power supply, so that, like, you can essentially keep playing forever, because, again, like, the Meta Quest otherwise just relies on, like, a battery, essentially. I also bought controller grips, which are just, like, little, well, controller holders, and they have, like, a nice little strap on it, so you can, like, attach them to your hand. That's quite nice. I also, like, you also will probably have to, like, buy a replacement facial interface, which is, like, the internal thing inside the VR glasses, essentially, that, like, press on your face, because the default one that comes with the Meta Quest is just very shit quality, in my opinion. So it's best to also, like, purchase, like, a third-party one that's, like, more support and, like, also ventilates more, because the default one that comes with the Quest 2, at the very least, is, like, a completely, like, shut-in, airtight space, basically, so once you put that on, and you start sweating, shit gets foggy in there, shit gets damp, moisture can't go anywhere, and it just gets gross. Again, the third-party one that I purchased has like these vents built into the plastic framework, so fresh air can essentially like circulate through the internal bit that's in front of your eyes. So yeah, that's the main downside when it comes to like Quest, in my opinion. But again, like, you can get it to work with like Steam VR and all that jazz. It just requires like some additional setup and figuring shit out. But it's a very good budget option. When I tried Quest 3, there was this shooting minigame you can pass through with color balls coming through the goddamn walls. Oh yeah, there's the pass-through. There's indeed like the pass-through mode that you can enable if you want. Again, I know like the Quest 2 also has like a pass-through mode that you can enable, but it's only like in black and white, and I personally don't use it because again, it's just like the border system, the border that shows up on your quest whenever you like get near the edge or whatever is just extremely intrusive. So I figured out how you can completely just turn that stuff off. But in order to turn that off, you then also have to automatically disable the pass-through option, which is kind of annoying because that would be nice. So I cannot really use the pass-through filter option, which is a little bit of a shame. But yeah, again, good experience, good experience. VR, quite fun. Though I usually will have like a very fat imprint on my face once I'm done playing VR from like the cushion thing that's like resting on my face. Like, oh yes, I just wore a pair of goggles. Other than VR chat, are you interested in playing any other games with your Quest? Not really, no. I primarily just bought it for VR chat. So yeah, that's why I asked about jump scares. I mean, I haven't really been to any horror worlds in VR chat with my, like, Quest. I probably would scream, though, like, if I get jump scared in VR. On that note, do you have a headphone dent? I don't use headphones, haha. Toho in VR, oh Jesus. Oh god, that would probably be cool. Not even Beat Saber, I'm just like, yeah, cool rhythm game, I guess. I don't really care too much for it. What's that wizardry? Not using headphones? And what a blasphemy. Yes! I just use speakers. And again, like, when you have, like, the Quest, there's, like, built-in, like, over-ear speakers, so you don't have to wear headphones. I mean, I think you can, like, hook it up if you want. I'm just like, nah. I know some people, made some comments out like, oh, the audio on the Quest 2 and the Quest 3 is very tinny and doesn't have a lot of bass, and I'm like, yeah, because it's just very basic speakers, but I don't care, like, as long as you can hear what people are saying. Yume Nikki in VR was secretly Toho. To be fair, I know there are some Yume Nikki worlds in VR chat, where people have just recreated some, like, Yume Nikki worlds, and I think also a couple Tuki worlds. Like, my home world is actually set to a like a 3D recreation of Uratsuki's bedroom. Interested in watching 3D movies with it? I'm sure you can probably do that somehow, but I don't have enough interest to figure it out. No. There we go. I mean, the main thing I have noticed is, and which I probably should do, is like, I thought because like, oh, I'm nearsighted, so I don't see well in the distance, so I will not need my glasses in order to play VR. Turns out that like wearing your glasses is actually necessary to play VR, even if you're like far-sighted, even if you don't see well in the distance, because there's apparently like a the way that like VR works on your eyes, like it's projects the image at a particular distance or whatever, so if you have like fucked up eyes essentially, the image will just not be fully clear, which I have noticed, but I felt like, that's fine. Again, to be fair, it's not that bad, so I don't know if I will. VR headset won't destroy your glasses, right? No, like at most like it'll press a little bit like on the outer edge of the glasses, but it's not like they'll crack them or whatever, because there's even like a special item that comes with like VR headsets, which is like a glasses spacer, and it's just like an additional piece of plastic that you can attach to the facial interface to essentially create a little bit more distance between your eyes and the screen so that there's room for your glasses. Thankfully no Norman need glasses, my eyes managed to heal apparently. I mean, that's nice. Again, for me it's more like a matter of like, I don't know if it's very comfortable to be wearing my glasses underneath like a VR headset for that long. And honestly, I'm like, the blurriness is not something that really bothers me. It's not so blurry that I cannot read anything. What was it that I heard? Like, I think it said something like, yeah, like the way VR works is that, or at least in the Quest, it's like, it's essentially like a virtual projection onto your eyes, where you have to imagine that the screen is 2 meters away, and if you can see clearly from at 2 meters away from you, then it's fine, everything will look clear, but if you can't see clearly 2 meters ahead of you, then yeah, you probably will see like a bit of like blurriness and distortion. Which unfortunately, again, like my eyes are too shit to be able to see completely clear 2 meters ahead of me. Like shit unfortunately starts to get blurry at that distance. Again, I can still read it, of course, like, it's not that blurry that I'm like, oh, cannot read shit, but yeah. You still wear glasses? I still do, but I primarily only wear them, like, when going outdoors, because, again, like, for nearby objects, I don't really need them. Like, indoors, like, I see everything fairly decently. It's primarily just if I go out in public and I need to see shit from far away, then I'm like, okay, let's put my glasses on. You is legally blind. Wow. I think I have -2 or something. Any other VR chat stories? Beyond that, again, like, I don't really go to, like, public worlds much anymore. Again, I can just relay, like, the events, like, because I think in total I've been to, like, 5 different organized VR chat events now. Again, I guess I can, like, talk about those, if you guys want, but it's not like, oh, this wacky person I met, oh, this fucking wacky, like, wacky shenanigans tend to only really happen if you go to public worlds. And with public world, it's very much hit or miss. Like, sometimes you run into either A, very nice people, very fun people to talk to, B, just extremely boring people and nothing really interesting happens, like everybody's just kinda eh, or C, you run into, like, I don't know, a random racist or whatever, or just creepy people, or God, what else? Like, God knows what else. What do you wear while in your house? Like, nothing really. The only time I put on glasses is when I'm watching TV. And even then, like, I'm too lazy to get my, like, proper glasses, so I just use my old pair of glasses, which is not appropriate anymore because they're not strong enough for my current eyes. But they're strong enough for me to be able to read subtitles on TV from a distance. Nah, I will never use contacts. I don't like the idea of putting shit in my eyes. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab my fucking bullet journal because my memory is Swiss cheese. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, no, I think the first 2 events that I attended from this group is before I purchased myself, VR, so I just went there in desktop mode. No. No, not this, not that. No. No. First time VR. Oh, I might have not written about like the first time, but basically the first event that I joined with a like particular like VR chat group was like it's like this event they call it Afternoon Tea, and it's essentially this 1 hour long event where you just chit chat with people. But the whole deal is that you first gather into like big group. There's one host that like one person who essentially organizes the event. They will give like a small ramble and like, oh hey, welcome to Afternoon Tea. Today we're going to blah 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 blah. They kind of just give like a rundown of what you're gonna do. And then there's like a couple volunteers of the group who will then each pick, I think 4 or 5 people each to take with them to a particular section of that world, and then you essentially just hang out with that very small group of people and just talk to them. Again, like, it's very, like, newbie friendly in the sense of, like, oh, hey, if you don't like big groups, then this is, like, a very good event because you only have, like, legit, like, 4 people to talk to and whatnot. How do I get to this place? This is a Vaporwave Mall, so if you have Sugar Road shortcut, use that, go to Graffiti City, and then from Graffiti City you can get to Vaporwave Mall. This sounds really cool, but VR chat terrifies me. I mean, it's primarily public worlds that can be kind of terrifying because you never know what you're gonna get. And if you go into public worlds, there's also a very good chance you're gonna run into a lot of children or immature people. And again, I just found with like this group, like especially like 18+ groups, that are just like all about chilling, like they're just so much more like inviting, in my opinion. But essentially, yeah, like, yeah, it's like just this very small scale event. It only lasts like an hour, and like they don't push you to talk. Like, you don't even have to say anything if you don't want to. You can also just listen. Again, they're just the atmosphere is just super fucking comfy, and it's just a bunch of people just talking about whatever the fuck. I'm pretty sure like the first time I joined one, I barely spoke. I barely said anything because I was just very shy and very nervous to say anything. Yeah, like, I think there was like, oh yeah, there's also this thing like with this particular event. Again, just the way it's organized is just very professional, but not professional in the sense of like, oh, everything is super strict, you have to stick to so many fucking rules, like, whatever. It's just like, it's just managed very well, because while you're just chatting with your little group, the volunteer that essentially picked everybody is like the task of that person is to essentially keep the conversation flowing. So if there's like a silence, it's kind of on them to like say something or initiate a question or do something to keep the convo flowing. And then there's also like the main host of the event who will like just continually will rotate and check on every single little group just to essentially check like if everything's still going alright, if there's no like anything wrong going on. As an introvert, I do not go to such places. Hey, I'm an introvert as well, and I'd say like 90% or maybe even 95% of like the whole VR chat player base, I would say, is probably introverted. It's unfortunately introverts also have their social needs, so that's why they tend to go to these sorts of places. Again, you can always just go to private worlds if you just don't want to like intermingle with any people, of course, but unfortunately when it comes to VR chat, in order to like increase your like ranking in the game, which is essentially like a quote-unquote like trust ranking, and it kind of showcases like okay, this person has been playing the game for this long or whatever, it might affect kind of like how people may interact with you. Like if you're a complete newbie and you stay a newbie for like super long, then people might like ignore you more, because if you have like the visitor role, which is essentially the first role that you get once you create like an account and you first start playing, a lot of people like have those folks automatically blocked, and the reason for that is not because they hate like new players, but it's because usually bots and crashers and trolls are the ones who will have that particular ranking, so they just want to weed out such people. And the main way how you can increase your ranking is by talking, like spending time in the game, talking to other people, and adding them as your friends. Let's see. Okay, you can always like just stick to private worlds, of course. Like if you just want to only play VR chat for like just exploring worlds, you can do that too, because there's a fuck ton of worlds that are extremely pretty and just very cool to like explore. There's a bunch of puzzle worlds that you can also go to where there's like this story, this narrative that you have to like solve. Bullshit. I'm really shy and do not know how to act around people. Do you have any advice? Again, I'd say like VR chat is a really good place to like practice this sort of stuff, because the thing with VR chat is like, even if you're scared to just verbally speak, there's actually like a way around this in VR chat that you can still essentially like communicate with others, but not through like actually having to speak, because there's this chat box functionality that's built into VR chat, and there's these players called mutes, which are people who are basically mute, who just don't want to speak, can't speak. For whatever reason, they don't verbally want to speak, and instead they communicate through using a chat box, where they just type in their message, they send it, and then people will be able to see their message above their head. Gonna find a kid in VR chat and scare them by saying I'm Slenderman. I mean, I'm sure you can do that. Like, there are some worlds that are very, like, child-oriented, or at least, like, they're, like, notorious for attracting a lot of children, so I'm sure if you do that, then you might be able to spook them. But be prepared to get a bunch of slurs thrown at you, because VR chat is kind of just sort of like the Wild West intranet, where there's like not a whole lot of like moderation. It's kind of just left up to the community, like who the fuck gets banned and who doesn't. What's your best icebreaker? I don't really do icebreakers. Do you tell them about Made in Abyss? I mean, if they ask me about like my favorite anime, I'll say Made in Abyss. Again, I think I've told you guys before how like I was I told you guys before, right? How, like, I went to, like, a public world and people called me a pedophile. Just randomly out of nowhere, simply because I had a Made in Abyss avatar. Oh, that was fun. I immediately blocked those people. I always get so many detrimental comments from my father, so each time I get to express myself sincerely and someone makes a genuine comment, I feel like they're lying or saying it just to be nice. Oh, no worry. Again, like, I know that feeling. It sucks having to deal with that, and again, just try your best to accept the compliment. Like, you don't really have to say anything back, you don't have to compliment them back, but just somehow try and see that, like, hey, maybe they actually, they do mean this, and otherwise it's just like, well, even if I don't believe this, then at least I'm happy that they see it this way. But I agree that, like, that's something very difficult to get through. Have you ever considered starting up your own VR chat private server? Nah, not really. I don't really have, like, much intent to, like, host things or whatever. Like, at most, like, maybe in the group that I'm active, I might start hosting some events myself eventually, because there's various types of events that they host. Like, they have, like, the little, like, chatty events, like the afternoon tea I mentioned. They have world hopping events where you just go, like, exploring worlds together with, like, a whole group. There are events where you play games together, because, again, like, VR chat has a multitude of just game recreations. Like, I know there's, like, of course you have, like, Among Us in VR chat, you have Fortnite essentially in VR chat, you have, god, so many fucking game worlds that you can go to. I think it's, like, murder mystery shit that they also frequently do. Then there's watch parties where you just watch a show or movie together with a bunch of people. So yeah, a bunch of, like, different events, and the main one I would probably be interested in organizing one myself would be, like, a watch party or something, because I'm really big into, like, animation, and I'm like, I want to find an excuse to show people this very cool movie. Would it be possible to play Tuki while in VR chat? If you play VR chat on your desktop, then yes. If you're playing in VR, then not really. I mean, oh, you can, because when you're in VR, you can still access your PC through like an option in the menu, but then you're not in the game anymore. Like, your avatar will be, like, paused essentially. So I think there is, like, a plugin you can download for VR chat that you can actively, like, use your monitors inside of VR chat. I know that that is an option. I just haven't looked into it because I'm like, I don't think my PC can really handle that. You still like an anime if the author did something bad? Yeah. I feel like if you can separate, like, the art from the artist, like, you just go ahead and like whatever you want to like. Like, don't feel bad for, like, enjoying things and then later finding out, like, oh, but the author who made it is actually absolutely fucking horrible. How dare you fucking support this? Again, because that's just, like, moral, like, this whole purity contest thing. Like, oh, see, no, I only support and do things, whatever, that are, like, morally, ethically, the people who make it, like, good for you. But again, I feel it also probably depends how much overlap there is and how much, like, the author puts of himself into whatever it is that you're consuming. For example, like, I personally would feel like if Main Abyss had a different author, or at least, like, that he didn't have concerning things that he does, then the story would have actually been for the better. So that's the main thing that I, like, am very annoyed about. Again, I know, like, there are, I think there's some music artists that I like, that I have looked up, and they actually have, like, very, like, worrisome views as, like, individuals. But it's, I'm like, their music is cute and fire, and, like, it's banger, and I honestly just don't care enough. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna enjoy what I'm gonna enjoy. Like, if you choose not to, because of, like, moral reasons or whatever, then that's good on you. Like, that's totally fair, but... meh. I miss murder mystery and such mini-games from Minecraft days. I heard they are changing the development cycle for more smaller releases. I have a bad feeling about it. Ah, I see. Again, I know murder mystery is like very popular, like still in VR chat. Like you can just play it with a bunch of people. I've not tried it before because usually when it comes to gaming worlds, I'm like, I've not played this game before. I don't know how this works. Us Rurouni Kenshin fans would know Author is a horrible person, but they made one of my favorite anime protagonists ever. Yeah. The author is already released from prison and regrets what he did. Again, this is really just like a personal thing. Up to the individual for you to decide. I don't think there's like a hard line. Oh, this is the morally correct thing to do and this is the moral incorrect thing to do. Let's see, what other events did I attend? Oh no, wait, I had purchased my VR gear, but I just decided not to use it yet during events because I was just... I wasn't quite sure how it would work yet, so that's why I joined in desktop. Ah, yeah. Oh yeah, like, now I remember, like, there was also like another server that I joined that does like events, but they're way more like American focused, like American time zones. So there was only like one event I ever joined from them because it was like an early quote-unquote event, so therefore like it was like appropriate time for me. But oh god. It was like essentially like a newbie event where like they just kind of went through like who they are as like a VR chat group. They kind of explained the Discord server. Then people had to give their own little introductions where they could introduce themselves and whatnot. And then we just like went world hopping a little bit afterwards. But again, just the vibe in that group, like, it just felt so formal and like so, like an hour long, just rules explanation, Discord shit explanation, and oh fuck, it was so tiring. And nobody said a word the entire like newbie session. Like nobody spoke up, like not even saying like, oh okay, I see, oh cool. Nothing. Like everybody just stayed completely silent, so I'm like, am I even allowed to fucking say anything? I guess I'll just shut the fuck up because everybody else is also quiet, so and then like even like during the introduction round where everybody like got to give their own like introduction, like I figured like, yeah, people probably will be shy and whatnot, so makes sense that there's not really any like chit chat, back and forth talk or whatnot, because most people are just gonna be who come to these events are just probably new to the group and everything's very intimidating, and even I was also like that. But everybody gave like their little introduction and it was just like, okay, small little introduction, and then it was just the host just saying like, ah, welcome to the group, hope you enjoy your time, and everybody claps. Then the next person it was, you know like AA meetings where it's like, hello, my name is blah blah blah, I'm here, welcome to the group, yay. Like, I know they mean well, but like, it just felt like, I don't know, like nobody commented on anything. Like, none of the other members, none of the other newbies be like, oh, that's so fucking cool, do you like this or that? Or like, nobody, I don't know. I like, it was to the point where I almost felt like I was one of the most extroverted people there, and I'm like a mega introvert, so I'm like, oh jeez, like, nothing wrong with like people who are like extremely like socially anxious or whatever, like I don't blame them for that. It's just that I was maybe expecting a bit more engagement from other people too, even if it's just like, ah, cool, oh, nice, just nothing. Applause sign. Dude, I know people who will shit on you for liking things based on the creator, and sometimes it's like walking on eggshells around it. Again, I'd say like just don't be friends with those people, because this is like the whole purity, like dick measuring contest. Like, who is the most pure person? Who is the most morally correct person in the room? I'm like, I don't care. Like, get the fuck out of here with your like dick measuring contest. Like, just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. I guess you could make maybe like a case like, oh hey, like I don't know, like I don't know about like financially supporting these sorts of things. Like, I guess if you want to have like a, if you really are like, okay, I really like this, but I also have my moral qualms or whatever, I guess you could find like a middle ground where it's like, okay, I still will consume this media, but I will pirate it or whatever, or I will do anything to not contribute to this person's wealth or some shit. I guess that's an option, but ultimately I feel it's up to the person. The British VR chat group. No, like the one I'm just talking about is the American VR chat group. Again, I only went to one event there, and ever since I've not. Again, I just really prefer the EU group. Let's see, then the next week I joined another afternoon tea event, which again also was quite nice. I actually talked a little bit more there, even though like at first I again stayed completely quiet, because the entire chat, the entire talk in the group was about gaming, and just about a game series that I don't know shit about, so I'm like, okay, I don't know anything about Monster Hunter, okay, I'm just gonna stay quiet, I don't have anything to add here. I think like it's only like when the group quote-unquote like conversation leader or whatever pointed out to me like, oh hey Yunari, are you new to Relics? 'Cause I haven't really seen you before. And I'm like, yeah, I joined like a couple weeks ago. This is only like my second event I've ever joined, but I don't know what to say in groups like this because I don't know enough about gaming, and it's just kind of scary. And then I was like, oh, I'm mostly into like animation. I like art, I like animation, I like cartoons, I like anime, that sort of stuff. And then we just kind of rambled about like movies and whatever, like, oh, are there any movies you recently watched? And I was like, oh yeah, I recently watched The Whale, which is like a movie. So I talked a little bit about that and whatever, and then I think the conversation then went into like movies that are based on video games or whatever, which again I do have like some opinions on, so decided to share them. Like, yay, I'm doing conversation, hell yeah. I think separating art from the artist is fine till a certain extent, but there are people who are absolute monsters. I think you should not want to like their art. Again, I think I personally just leave it up to the individual, but yeah, ideally if it's someone who's like, wow, this person was a mass murderer, an absolute serial killer, then I'm like, yeah. I mean, I hope at that point they're actually just dead. But yeah, I agree. You can both acknowledge that, like, yeah, the stuff that they make I find cool, but you can also still admit that, like, this is a very crappy person and I do not condone their actions. Have you seen the 20th anniversary animation for Yume Nikki? Some of the most beautiful coloring I've ever seen. I might have seen it? Oh, I like the song. Oh yeah, certain 1940s genocidal dictator was also an artist. I mean, I've not heard people coming out like, oh yeah, I love Hitler's art, it's just a shame that he did genocide. I think at least at that point people can be like, yeah, nah, like, there's better artists to like. I think at most you can maybe like acknowledge like, okay, I guess he had some artistic skill, but I'm not actively going to like enjoy like or like purchase anything of like painting wise or whatever that was made by him, because that's just yikes. Speaking of a movie based on video games, have you seen the Sonic 3 trailer? Of course, and I probably will go to the cinema to watch it whenever it comes out, because my teenage self is screaming at me that like, please, 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 go watch it. Okay, before it gets too late, actually, good news. Last week I finally managed to get the subject I did in Sweden, recognize my local university and get them registered officially in my career. Oh, that's awesome! You guys have no about how my blood, sweat, and tears I've shed for the past 3 months. Again, congrats! Yeah, that's really cool, really awesome. I still need to watch Sonic Movie 2. Honestly, in my opinion, Sonic Movie 2 is better than, like, the first movie. Like, the first movie is like a cute little, like, oh yeah, buddy, I mean, not cop, but like buddy cop, like, oh wow, like, little dude tagging along with another dude. Cute, like. One thing I do like is how they slowly age up Sonic. Because, like, I know in the first movie he's essentially, like, he's way younger than how he's portrayed in the video games. Like, he's actually, like, a little kid. Then in the second movie, I think he's, like, just slightly younger than in the video games. And then, I think, in this third installment, I think he is probably around the age, if not older, than in the video games. But yeah, like, the second one, in my opinion, is just an overall better movie. Fuck, such a good song! Here we go. But yeah, again, like, that was, the second afternoon tea was interesting, just a shame that I couldn't really contribute much to the conversation, because I'm like, ah, video games, ah, yes, I play Pokemon, I play Yume Tuki, I don't do games. My uni office made a complete mess twice, first registering shit partially and then putting them outside of my learning agreement. What the fu- oh yeah, no, that's just incompetence. Holy fuck. Real quick, did you hear that Andrew Tate was charged with trying to recruit minors for his webcam business? Why am I not surprised? I'm a gamer and I lately want to do less games. See, I'm just like, I'm animation nerd. I know a lot about animation. Can I please talk about animation or movies? That's my jam. But unfortunately, like with that particular group that I was chatting with, they didn't really know much about movies or animation, so I'm like, dang it. Oh well, at the very least they knew Avatar and whatever, and I was also saying like, yeah, like fucking the newest like Avatar series on Netflix or whatever is just complete shit because all the creators stepped out of the production fairly early on, so like the vision is just completely ruined, and at least the gamer folk could like recognize themselves in that, because I think they were talking about like, what was it, like Borderlands or something? Or something like that got a movie. But apparently that movie like completely inaccurate to what the lore in the video game is like or some shit. Because the people who made the movie like couldn't even be bothered to do research about the video game, so they just like were like, oh wow, we'll just take property and we'll just slap a generic plot on top of it. And that's something that I could relate to, where it's like, yeah, that's just shitty fucking craftsmanship. Again, that's what I've heard from them, so I was like, oh, so they were just banking on like adding A-list celebrities as like voice actors and actors or whatever, to just save the movie, like, oh, we just have like big A-list celebrities and a funny video game title, then people will come watch it. No. Again, I don't know anything about Borderlands, but like, yeah, I know, shitty adaptations. Unfortunately, video games are quite notorious for having very shitty movie adaptations. What kind of animation styles are you into? Basically any animation style. Like, preferably something that's like nicely stylized, that has like its own distinct style. I can really appreciate that. Like, oh fuck, Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is so gorgeous to look at. Like, it's just a feast for the eyes, and like, I scream. I scream in the fucking eyes, like, oh my gosh, it's so fucking pretty, holy fuck! And I guess like I can also like appreciate hyper-realism just from like a technical point of view, but I'm like, ugh, it is boring in terms of like just artistic representation, because like, oh wow, yes, this can look almost like reality, cool. Now please give me pretty colors. Again, I'm sure like if I think about it, there's probably like movies with other styles. Oh yeah. Any of the cartoon saloon movies, so Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, Wolfwalkers, that studio, in case people are familiar with those movies. What's your opinion on Hobie and Across the Spider-Verse? Hobie's cool. I like Hobie. Again, I can't wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse, even though like I think it's coming out like late next year or something, which I'm like, thank fuck. Give the animators time, please. Don't time crunch them. I feel so bad for them. You've seen Kubo and the Two Strings? Yes, I have. I think I've seen all of Laika's movies outside of the Box Trolls. That's also because like, oh, apparently the Box Trolls was kind of okay-ish, even though I probably should watch it because I've also watched Missing Link. And Missing Link was absolutely like, I wouldn't say shit tier, but like it was so generic and boring, and I'm like, Laika, come on, like, your visuals are so incredible, why do you have to waste it on such a mediocre plot? It kinda sucks, a lot of people see realism as objectively better. It makes me kinda bummed. Oh, we're going to see, people. Because, let me tell you, like, here, it's gonna be, like, a true test to showcase, like, what will win? The fucking generic-ass, nostalgia bait or hyper-realistic remake of a beloved fucking Disney property? Or Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Because, just to let you know, pretty sure Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Mufasa, which is, like, a current, like, live-action Disney, quote-unquote live-action, it's just hyper-realism, whatever. They're working on Mufasa currently, Disney, and they're releasing that the same weekend, or even on the same date, as a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. So I'm like, oh dang. I think it's Paramount Studios that's doing Sonic the Hedgehog, so I'm like, dang. Paramount has balls. They really believe in this project, and I'm like, hell fucking yeah, I'm here for it. Just gotta fucking rub fucking salt into like Disney's wounds, like, stop pandering all this stupid nostalgia bullshit, thank you. People want some good shit. This is how you do good movie. I barely remember it since I was a toddler, but it was probably one of those things that got me into technology and stuff. The concept felt so cool back then. It's funny how he's British and yet has the most Korean looking hairstyle of the wigs. I'm just like, I think this is cool. Hyper-realistic blood from Mufasa's eyes. Again, like, I think they recently released, like, the Mufasa trailer, and at the very least, I guess the lions are a bit more expressive compared to, like, the first Lion King. Like I mean like the Lion King live action or whatever that was released like what 2-3 years ago or whatever, because apparently they really went hard on the realism. Like, lions cannot smile. We cannot make these characters emote because this is realistic. It has to be realistic. Like, and I guess they at least improved on that, like what you can see from the trailer, so that's good. Well, it's still a Disney movie. I'm happy. Inside Out 2 is also Lion King remake. Oh, same. Like, I have not seen Inside Out 2 yet. I probably will watch it sometime soon, now that the Blu-ray is out. But yeah, no, from what I've heard, like, Inside Out 2 is actually really good. Or at least, like, for a sequel at the very least, like, it's a pretty solid movie. And the movie never did well, so why would they go through with this? Nostalgia baiting. They're just like, we're just gonna bank on the properties that we already have, because again, I know like there's some like statement that a Pixar producer made, which I've already shared before here on livestream before. I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney has the same strat, but essentially from what I know that Pixar said is, oh yeah, we're just gonna double down on the properties that we already have. We're not gonna do original stories anymore. We just will do the properties that we already have, and it's gonna make us so much money, because that's what the people want. Like, no. And even then, like, when Disney does do something original, like, they just legitimately just don't give a shit anymore. They've gone so arrogant and cocky that they feel like, oh, we can just put out whatever and people will go watch it. And we can even say that, like, oh, we're already awarded for an Emmy or whatever. We're already awarded for an Oscar. Like, even though, like, nothing's been set out. Because, oh, I know they did this for Wish. They fucking did this for Wish, I think. Oh, what? No, wait, this was like, I think it was like for Ralph Breaks the Internet. Like, legitimately, like, when like merchandise for Ralph Breaks the Internet was coming out, they already put signs like, oh, Oscar nominated movie, even though if anybody who has seen fucking Ralph Breaks the Internet knows how dog shit of a movie it is, and it's I think it lost that year to something else. Forgot which movie. Then again, like, the Oscars don't really mean much, but just, oh god, the cockiness, holy shit. Also, I refuse to call CGI nostalgia miss live action. Yeah, I know, again, hyper-realistic Lion King remake. Still the trailer for Mufasa, maybe they should just done this as a prequel without the remake. Yeah. You can either just make a good 3D anime movie or something with just real actors and practical effects. I hate stuff like Marvel movies. Yeah, I just also hate movies that are just so like CGI heavy to the point where I'm like, just animate it at this point. Like, if you're gonna green screen 90% of the movie, why the fuck even make it like why even set it in live action? I don't get it. Not as bad as Frozen 2, at least gives one meme. To be fair, from what I've heard, I've not seen Frozen 2, but from what I heard, the production cycle of that movie was utter hell. Like, they scrapped the entire story, like, multiple times and rewrote the story multiple times. And that's why it's such a mess at the end. Exactly, you. Exactly what? I already forgot what I said. Hello, Swiss cheese. I've never seen what Ralph wrecks the internet, but breaks the internet, but I will say this, princesses look comfy AF with the clothes on. Ralph Breaks the Internet is essentially just Disney stroking its own dick and letting everybody know, like, look how many properties we own, look reference, look reference, look reference, look funny internet culture, and it's just such cringe. Like, even when it came out, like, the humor of the internet was already, like, so outdated, because, like, oh my gosh, Ralph needs to make so much money. Like, he needs to start earning money, so he needs to make viral videos on YouTube. And he's gonna do a funny goat video where he screams and oh, I wanted to die. And they just butcher the characters of Ralph and Vanellope, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I remember being hyped for this movie because I really enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph. I really enjoyed like the first movie. It was really good, and I might have actually seen this in cinema. I forgot, but I was like, how? No, this is painful. Mazinga. Oh. Newer Disney movies are not that good. What's the last good Disney movie? I'm trying to think. Maybe Moana? Like, only like if we're specifically focusing on Disney studios, like Disney animation, and not Disney Pixar. Because again, Pixar still makes some somewhat decent movies in recent years, but like Disney, yeah, Moana. What else did they make? Yeah, they made Wish, but fuck Wish. Wish is utter shit. I refuse to watch Kung Fu Panda 4. Oh, same. Like, initially I was like, oh, I might want to watch that, but then I started hearing, like, oh no, it's actually quite shit. It's not good. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna taint the view of the first trilogy, so, yeah, I'm backing off. Oh yeah, Pixar made Lightyear. Oh, they were banking so hard on Lightyear to do well, and then it just completely flopped. Oh yeah, Disney made Strange World, right? Oh no, wait, Disney made Encanto, right? Disney made Encanto? Yeah, no, Encanto was still, I think, like a good movie. Though, I know like when I first watched it, I was like, what's all the hype about? I think this is like a 6.5 to like a 7 at most. Maybe I need to give it a rewatch. I just thought like... Oh yeah, like the entire, like a lot of the plot is just told through songs. Which, again, like I know like that's the job of the songs, but I don't know, maybe... I don't know why. I probably have to rewatch it at some point. What do you think of Raya and the Last Dragon? I've not watched it, but from what I've heard, it's just... The moral of the story is very shit, where it's like, yo, trust people. Even if they've betrayed you multiple times before, you still gotta trust people. Oh, the fact that, like, you now got hurt, that's because you didn't decide to trust this person who's clearly untrustworthy, but you gotta trust. And I'm like... And then there's also, like, the dragon character is just extremely obnoxious, from what I've heard. Where it's essentially just like the voice actress is just playing herself, but just like as like a dragon, and it just doesn't really fit the tone. But also from what I've heard, it's just like the movie would have worked way better as like a mini-series, because there's just so many events that they tried to cram into this movie. Again, that's just from what I've heard. That's why I'm like, nah, I'm not really interested. Was Coco from Disney or Pixar? That was Pixar. Last good one, Zootopia, I think. Yeah, Zootopia was good. Again, I'd say like Encanto was also still pretty good. Or at least decent. But I wouldn't say as good. Also, I need to go close up the bunny cage because I just realized it's already 11. So I will be back in less than 5 minutes. And then we can continue shitting on Disney. Again, if anybody else has spicy Disney takes, or animation takes in general, I am all ears, because I love this shit. I will be back in like 5-ish minutes.